On a crisp St. Patrick's Day morning, excitement danced in the air as the Princess of Wales arrived in a striking shade of green. Kate Middleton, aged 43, made her grand solo return to the celebration with a confident smile and a warm heart. Standing amid a parade of Irish guards, whose ceremonial salutes rang out like echoes of history, she paused to enjoy a cool pint of Guinness, a small but powerful nod to tradition. Could any day begin with a blend of regal charm and genuine delight? Kate's return carried an extra layer of meaning. After missing last year's event during her cancer treatment, her presence now shone like a beacon of resilience and hope. With a lucky green Alexander McQueen coat dress hugging her silhouette, paired with sleek black-heeled boots and a stylish perchier hat, she exuded both strength and elegance. Her hair, neatly gathered in a refined updo and lightly touched with makeup, made her look approachable and warm. Adorning her ears were Kiki McDonough green tourmaline earrings, worn before in parades past, a subtle tribute to cherished memories. Every detail of her ensemble, from the bottle green coat to the added shamrock pin, spoke of renewed energy and heartfelt gratitude. Arriving at the central London camp, Kate walked slowly among the Irish guards, her eyes scanning the ranks with quiet admiration. A friendly guard stepped forward, offering her traditional sprigs of shamrock, a symbol of luck and heritage. With a gentle click, she pinned the delicate sprigs next to the Cartier shamrock brooch already glittering on her lapel. This simple act of wearing symbols of tradition stirred a sense of unity and pride among everyone present. Isn't it remarkable how a small token can carry so much meaning? In a moment that melted hearts, the princess knelt down beside the regimental mascot, a charming Irish wolfhound known as Tullow, affectionately called Seamus. With tender care, Kate petted the gentle creature, and then, with a playful smile, she gifted him a tiny sprig of shamrock. The soft pat on his head and the sparkle in her eyes transformed that brief interaction into an unforgettable exchange of warmth and compassion. Who wouldn't be touched by such a sincere gesture? Later, inside the bustling dining hall reserved for the junior ranks, Kate found a quiet moment to savor another pint of Guinness. As laughter and conversation swirled around her, a senior guardsman attempted a toast in her honor. He tried to split the G in a light-hearted manner, but instead chose to relish each sip slowly. 3 cheers for the colonel and the regiment, he called out, igniting a round of hearty applause that resonated through the room. With a gentle nod, Kate accepted the praise, savoring both her drink and the shared camaraderie. Isn't it uplifting when humor and tradition join hands? The day's events were a blend of public duty and personal connection. Having taken over as colonel of the regiment from her husband, Kate's role was both symbolic and deeply personal. After the informal toast, she made a special point of putting money behind the bar for the guardsmen. "It's the least I could do," she said quietly, her kind words wrapped in sincerity. The simple act sparked smiles among the soldiers, who cherished the opportunity to see their colonel supporting them in such a thoughtful way. The princess's day was a series of heartfelt moments and formal recognitions. She began by saluting the colonel during a precise march past, a gesture that resonated with respect and honor. Along the route, she encountered Irish Guards veterans and a lively group of junior cadets from Northern Ireland, affectionately known as Mini Mix. Their youthful energy and honest smiles added a layer of joy to the ceremonial proceedings. Even during a private ceremony in the junior ranks dining hall, the atmosphere buzzed with sincere admiration as a senior guardsman toasted her with jovial remarks. In one memorable scene, Guardsman Barry Laughlin lifted his glass in a warm toast while the princess sipped her half-pint of Guinness. "If you have a drink, stand with me now, bit quicker, boys," he joked, his words punctuating the air with merriment. After the raucous 3 cheers for the colonel, Kate stepped away briefly to meet Barry's partner, Georgia Wills, and their adorable 4-year-old son, Reagan. Barry later explained how Kate had taken time to chat with everyone. She just wanted to know how things were going. "She's really warm, you feel welcomed by her," he said, his voice full of genuine admiration. What could be more heartening than a leader who listens? Not long after, Kate mingled with soldiers and their families, including those who had just returned from deployment in Iraq. In quiet conversations, she admitted that she had missed taking part in the ceremonies for the past 2 years. Her gentle words bridged the gap between absence and return, restoring bonds that had been temporarily paused. The atmosphere pulsed with both remembrance and forward-looking hope, as medals for long service and good conduct were distributed to Color Sergeant Healy, Sergeant Ben Beavis, and Sergeant Christian Pooley. Sergeant Jamie Davies was awarded the Operation Shader Medal, each honor a testament to years of dedication and sacrifice. Then came the moment of the parade on the ground. Kate took her seat on the saluting dais, and the soldiers, those from No. 9 Company, No. 12 Company, and the Rear Operations Group, marched in unison onto the square. The procession was led by the ever-charming Irish Wolfhound mascot, Tullow Moore, whose playful trot stole the spotlight. From the dais, the princess distributed fresh shamrocks to guardsmen and officers, ensuring that every recipient felt the pride of tradition. In a final heartfelt gesture, she presented a sprig of shamrock to the beloved mascot. How can a single flower carry such an abundance of meaning? Amid the grandeur of ceremony, Kate confided a personal dream. With a twinkle in her eye, she mentioned that she now hoped to travel with her children to Australia and New Zealand once they were a bit older. The quiet hope of new adventures shone through her words, promising a future of exploration and family bonding far beyond the familiar parade grounds. Can you imagine the excitement of new journeys waiting just around the corner? Inside Wellington Barracks, in the cozy confines of the sergeant's mess, the princess's charm continued to work wonders. Amid the hum of friendly chatter, she recalled fond memories of when she and Prince William had taken their eldest, Prince George, on his very first official tour as a baby. Conversing with Corporal Adam Hamilton, an Australian reservist, she remarked, "George finds it fascinating that he's been to Australia and New Zealand. I'd love to go back with them now. It's about finding time to explore. I love to travel, even if it means a long flight." Her conversation meandered through memories and dreams, touching on the warmth of the Middle East, familiar from her own youth, and the importance of experiencing life in a more private way during official visits. Otherwise, she added softly, you only see the inside of amazing buildings and miss out on meeting real people. It's about mixing work with family time. I might see you down there. Her words left everyone smiling, caught between laughter and thoughtful wonder. As the day advanced, the princess's natural warmth shone even brighter. Dressed in a bottle green coat and matching hat with a glinting gold shamrock brooch, she was asked about her family's new home. "We're in Windsor at the moment," she replied simply. "We moved from London to find more green space. It's close enough to the city but feels much more relaxed." The gentle simplicity of her answer resonated with many, reflecting her desire for a balanced life. Casual banter continued as Kate spoke with section commanders about her husband's ever-changing beard. "These trends come and go," she laughed, adding, "I'm not sure how long he'll keep his." The light-hearted moment underscored that even amidst regal duties, the royals were just like any other family, sharing jokes and enjoying everyday moments. In another lively conversation, the princess engaged with a young recruit, Noah Hogan, whose father was a company sergeant major. When asked if he liked football, she cheerfully replied, "Our kids play football too. Do Mommy and Daddy come and watch? Would you ever like to join the army?" Then, turning to his 12-year-old brother Lucas, she asked, "You're the same age as Prince George, so no exams this year?" Learning that Lucas had recently joined the Army Cadets, she added with genuine enthusiasm, "There are so many paths in the military, and it's so exciting. I'm keen to support that recruitment side." Her words bridged the gap between duty and youthful dreams. As Kate made her way through Wellington Barracks, she was met by throngs of curious onlookers lining the perimeter. Greeted by Major General Sir Chris Geeka and Lieutenant Colonel Ben Irwin Clark, along with their spouses and senior officers, the princess's presence lit up the room. In a tender moment, she bent down to shake hands with little Rory Irwin Clark, who was just 6 years old. "You're 6? The same age as my Lewis," she said, her laughter warm and genuine. His mother joined in, remarking how often they saw the princess at matches because their daughters played against one another, sparking a playful conversation about spirited competition and youthful energy. Before moving on, Kate wished every officer a heartfelt happy St. Patrick's Day as they stepped forward to receive their shamrock. When Seamus, the beloved mascot, made his appearance, the princess spent extra time patting him, gently scratching behind his ears while his sprig was carefully pinned onto his red coat. His handler, drummer Joseph Aldridge, later said that the moment was special, one that brought joy not only to the regiment but to everyone present. "He's the fan favorite, loved by all," he noted, recalling the lively conversation about how even horses can be unpredictable. Returning to the dais, Kate was met with 3 resounding cheers as soldiers raised their bearskin caps high in unison. After another royal salute and the stirring strains of the national anthem, the parade resumed its steady rhythm. A bright-eyed 3-year-old, Elsie Enright, was chosen to present the princess with a vibrant bouquet of spring flowers, and Kate couldn't help but compliment the child on her beautiful shoes. Soon after, she was introduced to a group of mini-mix cadets from Northern Ireland and reunited with more veterans. Group photographs followed, and the princess giggled when 2 small boys wandered into one of the shots, adding a light, unexpected touch to the day's proceedings. Officers stationed in eastern England briefly paused their training of Ukrainian troops as part of a UK-led initiative to present shamrocks to new recruits, a program in which the Irish Guards had played a vital role, training over 45,000 soldiers. During the parade, a moving tribute was paid to those stationed in eastern England, with Lieutenant Colonel Ben Irwin Clark describing St. Patrick's Day as a wonderful opportunity to strengthen the friendships that are so fundamental to our regimental ethos and identity. His words, spoken with conviction, encapsulated the spirit of unity that carried the day. In a poignant reflection, it was recalled that in 2023 the princess had visited the Irish Guards at Mons Barracks in Aldershot, Hampshire, marking her first return after taking over as colonel from her husband. Last year's absence, due to her health, made this reunion even more meaningful. Amid the parade, Kate's warm smile and steady presence spoke volumes about a woman who had overcome trials and was determined to carry on tradition with grace. Later that day, the familiar rivalry between the royals was playfully on display. At a high-profile Six Nations match in Cardiff, Kate and Prince William had cheered on opposing teams, William backing Wales and Kate rooting for England. Seated at the Principality Stadium, they exchanged teasing glances and good-natured jibes as they watched the game's final round. After the match, which saw England triumph 68-14, both royals visited the changing rooms to speak with players before heading onto the pitch for one final encounter with a pioneering entrepreneur. Rodrigo Gonzalez, co-founder and co-chief executive of a company celebrated for its eco-friendly food packaging across Welsh stadiums, marked the day's blend of tradition and modern innovation. By the time the day drew to a close, the princess had once again shown that even amid formal duties, genuine warmth and personal connection never fade. The parade had been a vivid tapestry of traditions, heartfelt gestures, playful banter, and renewed dreams, a day that celebrated the past and hinted at adventures yet to come. As the crowds dispersed and the echoes of cheers lingered in the cool evening air, one couldn't help but wonder, what new chapter would tomorrow bring for this resilient, inspiring leader?